Are
All
we
right.
live? We are live.
We are so live right now, you guys. You don't even know how live. This is like Raw is War, WWE kind of live.
Hey, that's tonight. That is going on right now.
It's going on as we speak.
Dude,
Yeah,
yeah.
in the final hour.
Dude, Rhea Ripley is back.
Oh, my mommy is back. Fire.
SummerSlam is gonna be good, but
Morgan better watch her face.
We're not WWE talkers here.
We are not WWE. That's just a quick cold open. What's going on, everybody? It's Josh. I'm over here with another live stream. I got my boy Andrew, SoCalTallGuy. And we're going to be talking some Halloween and summer. We're going to be talking some theme park stuff. There's been a lot of things that have happened over these last couple of weeks, and we want to kind of do a little housekeeping. Maybe we can do some housekeeping here. But first, obviously, Andrew, who are you?
Yes.
Where can we find you? What do you do?
All right, man. You gave me a proper introduction. As you said, I am SoCalTallGuy. I think I'm right there. Yeah, that is me on every platform. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, mainly the Instagram and YouTube scene. But yeah, go out, cover the theme parks, local theme parks for that matter. We do Universal, Knott's, Six Flags, some Disney here and there. Right now, all the heat is surrounding Universal and Six Flags right now. Not too much conversations coming out of Knott's, but interesting things going on.
Not yet. Well, Knott's kind of escaped a bit of a firestorm with the reopening of Camp Snoopy. I think they were the hot topic of discussion for a second, and I think that may have been the beginning of what sparked what I think we should talk about first, which is kind of the big thing, especially amongst content creators, is this bomb that Six Flags dropped about these rules.
Oh, you're talking about that. I was thinking about Fright Fest Extreme.
Did we not talk about that last time?
I
remember. It was such a long time. We can talk about it.
I don't think we did talk about it. It was announced after we went live and whatnot.
Oh, well, then we should definitely talk about
that. Is definitely topic conversation right there.
Yeah. First of all, where does Six Flags get off thinking that they can just start dropping IPs on everybody?
Man, they were just waiting to unload everything onto the theme park community. It was crazy.
Why didn't they wait until so here's what they did Midsummer Scream, which is in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So what the hell are they going to talk about at Midsummer Scream?
I think they got more up their sleeve. I think. I truly think they got more up their sleeve. It's because everything from what the trailer dropped, it seems like they still had more to announce, but Magic Mountain specifically, I feel like they just have a little bit more up their sleeve as far as what they want to do. Maybe new scare zones, new originals, maybe.
You might be right, man. Because they're giving us 5. Stranger Things, Conjuring, Saw, Army of the Dead, Trick or Treat. That's what we get. Yeah. But there's other Six Flags properties that are getting like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like, I wish I have a. Okay, here we go.
Let's see.
Well, this is just tickets pass. So this is just for Magic Mountain. That's all I have down. But in fact, I can probably just share this. That way you guys can. That way I don't just look all weird. There's Crash. There he is.
What?
JC Wolf. What's happening with the IPs? What's cracking? Yo. All right. So this is what we're trying to figure out. What's happening with the IPs? I'm hoping that you're talking about Fright Fest. Boop.
Yes.
I'll put that up there. Man, I wish. Here's the other thing too: is did you see the tickets? The tickets.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, apparently I guess that 3-day should have took advantage of that little 3-day sale they had going on.
Yes. Which
I didn't take it too seriously, but I should have. But yeah, tickets. If I'm correct, I believe a general admission ticket to Fright Fest Extreme is it $75?
Let's take a look. General admission, Fright Fest Extreme. Buy now. What do we got here? What are you gonna give us, Six Flags? And you give us a white screen?
They're gonna try to upsell you the cups and the parking right away.
That's where they get you, dude. Get that flash pass. And
I wish they kind of just put the prices up front.
99.
What is that? 99?
And then so you can get express for $50 more. That's, I mean, why would you not do that?
Yeah, you see, that's the day one upcharge that I have to buy. But
which one? Yeah, I'm doing the express first.
And I think what I saw too is the prices don't like fluctuate, don't increase as the event goes on. It's a fixed price rate, which is very surprising.
Nice. Yeah. It's nice to be able to kind of know what you're like. These aren't like tickets starting at $99, and then once you're a week before Halloween, it's $217 to go for general admission. So it doesn't look like anything's sold out. Are they their opening day is the 7th, right?
Yeah, it's 2 days, a day later after HHN. So thank God.
Yeah, so you're doing the 5th at HHN, huh? The RIP.
Yeah.
I would love to do that.
But man, my experience from Fright Fest last year when they introduced the 2 IPs is, well, I take that back. I think both of them weren't even ready yet. I think which one was ready? None of them were ready on day one, huh?
No, we went day one. Me and Andrew went on day one. We did that the first weekend, and then did Horror Nights the second, because we were like, well, if we do Fright Fest, everybody's going to be at Universal.
Yeah.
And we were right. I mean, there really wasn't that many people. We still had fun because we had never done Fright Fest before. So we got lucky that we had never experienced. We'd only done it through the spring break. And that was just the 2 houses.
Yeah, because I remember I was there. I remember when they announced when The Conjuring was going to open up, was their day one of that night. I was sometime during the middle of the run. Mm-hmm. It was packed for the Conjuring house, and we even went and bought express for that, just for that maze. We went and splurged in for the express, and we still waited a minute. I guess they really wanted to impress their higher ups as far as like the guest experience in the maze, because it was like groups of 6 going in the maze for every like 5 minutes or so.
Yeah. I gotta be honest,
it was brutal.
Once you're in there, that's cool.
It is.
But man, waiting for that. We did the High Desert Haunt, the Purge event that they had last Saturday, and that's how they were doing that. But it was literally one group of guests every 5 minutes or so. And so it took us about 20 minutes to get in, and we were like the 4th people to go in.
It's a great experience.
It's fun to have everybody to yourself.
Yeah,
but
I don't mind the conga lines at Universal, but it's a different breed of mazes out there. So
I don't mind the conga lines as long as they don't stop. Last year they kind of had this weird, like they were stopping a lot, and I don't mind. I really don't mind being in a conga line that's ends up getting kind of split up throughout.
Right.
But when you're in there and then it just stops and it's hot and you just start hearing the audio loops of things, it's like getting stuck on Pirates of the Caribbean or It's a Small World. You're like, all right, I have to get out of here, man. I'm going crazy.
When was it though? So I recently visited Six Flags, maybe like a week, 2 weeks ago. Just kind of scoping out the park, did a little lap, just trying to see like where these mazes are potentially going.
That's where I was there, right? Me and you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah. That was that same day. So yeah, let's go through the lineup of mazes. So Saw 20, they're calling it Saw celebrating 20 years of Saw or something like that. It's not Saw X anymore.
Saw 20.
So here's my thing. It's either they need to change the facade because it's got Saw X written all over it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, inside of the maze, did you ever go through Saw?
Just the one at Screen Break here.
Okay.
I didn't go
same thing. So basically, you went in there, but how much of Saw X did you really see in there?
Yeah, I know.
Not until the very end.
I was say, well, there's the eyeball sucker machine, right?
Yeah, there's like a trap or two from Saw X.
Yeah,
and that's it. But the rest of the maze was like basically nostalgia from all the Saw movies. So I don't think they're gonna do much work in that maze particularly, unless they add a new trap or something, a new section of the maze.
Right.
Other than that, I just see them changing the facade, hopefully, and yeah,
I hope
like
so.
including a new trap. So that's one project they don't really have to worry about, which is fine to me. I thought the Saw maze was a great walkthrough anyway. So,
Do you think they're gonna put something behind Wonder Woman? That's what I was kind of.
It's gonna stay behind Wonder Woman. You're saying that they're gonna put something else behind?
No, yeah, because they're doing that work between Wonder Woman and Riddler there. I mean, that's a big concrete slab. You can put a tent right there.
I don't think so, because I remember I forgot where I was. I think it was Fright Fest, chatting up with some of the creative directors, and they were just talking about how the challenges they faced when they built Saw, and the feedback they received from when Saw was introduced to Fright Fest, and how they fixed that for Screen Break. The challenges they faced was, okay, we kind of made a mistake putting a tent near a roller coaster because it's freaking loud. So
yeah, that's true.
So obviously they had to increase the audio, try to put sound blocking mats all around the mazes to try to block out the roller coaster going through and the screams. So you got, you're hearing the track go, you're hearing the coaster run, you're hearing people screaming. Kind of ruins the experience a bit. I mean, I didn't really catch that during my runs of Saw X, but if they were to put something right under Wonder Woman that's pretty close to the Riddler, and Riddler is loud. Riddler is a loud maze. I mean, loud coaster.
Yeah, I was gonna say, putting it between Wonder Woman.
Unless they close down the Riddler, coaster during Fright Fest, which I don't see why not. Like, what's that gonna hurt? They always have a ride or two closed down anyways during park hours. So
yeah, Wonder Woman has to stay open because it's super popular. But yeah, the Riddler
is very popular. So I'd be surprised if they put a tent where you're talking about under that area they just did. I'd be very surprised. But if they do it, we'll see how it turns out. Have faith.
Crash is bringing the jokes. Willy Wonka movie's a Saw movie with kids. Just saying. He's not wrong. I mean, they're constantly going into rooms with traps in them, and they all fall for them. And they just. Did you ever see the movie Cube?
I never thought about that. The Cube. I don't think so.
There's like 4 of them. It came out in like the late 90s. It was very Saw-esque. It's basically these people wake up in these little rooms, and they have to go room to room and try to basically survive the trap, and then you go to the next one. And it's just like that. It's just like Willy Wonka. It's kind of the same essence.
It'll be on the watch list. Yeah. But talking, let's see. All right, so they're Conjuring. They're calling this one the Conjuring universe instead of the Conjuring maze. Okay.
What was different about all the Conjuring movies? I mean, it was the same. I mean,
they had a different demo
in this one last year.
The Nun was like the portrait was there.
The portrait
the portrait was there, but it wasn't. There was no Nun exactly. Like Annabelle was there, the portrait was there, but the Conjuring maze revolved around the mom being possessed, and that was the presence of the maze,
like the first movie.
So, location wise, like I don't think they should rip out what they already have built inside next to Tatsu. I just think just keep what's in there. Let's just remodel it. Let's just do some different scenery in there. But they want to call it the Conjuring universe. So
where Willoughby's was?
Yeah, it's right behind the maze is literally right behind the arcade. right there.
Oh, Conjuring. Yeah.
Conjuring, yeah.
That's right. It's like behind that little jeweler, like the jeweler area.
It's a weird spot. I would never think anything. I don't even know what their backstage looks like, but that's an interesting spot for a maze. It worked. It was pretty long too. I mean,
they had to the queue section was a little chaotic.
Yeah, the queue section was crazy. I mean, that was your whole night there. If you didn't have express, you got there late, and you decided to do Conjuring. That was it. That was your whole night, literally.
And a lot of people were saying it wasn't even that great, but a lot of people were. That line was constantly packed.
Yeah, no, it couldn't be me.
Do you enjoy it? You enjoy the maze?
I did. But as far as this maze goes, I mean, what more can they do? I mean, you can introduce a nun as a scare actor, yeah.
Yeah.
The Annabelle doll. I mean, Annabelle never really moves. It's just the demon that's possessing her. So
Right.
I'm not too sure where this
with dead bodies, but
yeah, I'm not too sure where this maze could go exactly. Except trying to maybe they try to mimic what Warner Bros. Horror Made Here did for their nun maze in a way.
That's exactly what came to mind. That's why I asked about the nun. I see. Just that's what I think of with the Conjuring universe.
I see.
And then our big one, Army of the Dead.
I'm actually excited for this one.
I'm very excited for this one. I'm assuming this one goes back behind Apocalypse, where the other zombie maze was.
You are correct.
Which, because I saw all of that, that facade is starting to kind of come down, or the signage is starting to come down, and I mean that's just a big open disaster area.
Exactly.
It's made for zombie mazes, and
we just need a welcome to Las Vegas sign. Got a couple of slot machines out there, you know what I mean? We got ourselves Army of the Dead.
Got ourselves Army of the Dead. Throw a big tiger up there.
A zombie tiger.
Big zombie tiger. And then you got your zombies out there, and then maybe some scare actors that talk about.
We get a Batista look-alike.
There you go. That's what Batista look-alike. Yeah, exactly. Just big buff dudes with giant guns. Why not?
Oh, wait, the interactive maze? They give you guns?
Maybe.
I don't know. Hey, I didn't think about that. What if it's an interactive experience? I mean, I hope they really need to staff up this one though, Army of the Dead, because Army of the Dead was kind of like World War Z, like zombies everywhere. This one needs to be staffed up. That
was an issue with the zombie maze last year. Was it really wasn't staffed well? Like there was a lot of dead space.
They're too scattered.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean they
scare moments.
Oh, of course, yeah, there were some because they utilized that fog really well. And then Jason will Trick or Treat. Well, it wasn't this movie. It was its own. It was an original maze, Trick or Treat, that had to do with the Green Witch with Sarah Marshall. Actually, not even Sarah Marshall. I think just the Green Witch.
Just the witch, right?
Yeah.
That was a fun maze. I only did it the one time.
Did you do Lights Out or just the regular one?
No, I did Lights Out actually.
Yeah, Lights Out was my favorite maze. I love that.
With the faulty flashlight, it was great.
Yeah, it was so good. That was the maze where I fell in love with anything that John Cook does. This dude's genius. Anything he's involved in, I'm on board. But no, JC, this is after the movie. The When It Knots was not after the movie. So this is an actual IP that they're going to utilize. It's really. I feel like somebody did do this. Did they do this at Universal or no?
Yeah, it happened at Universal in 2018, I believe.
That's what I thought. Okay,
no,
I'm just making sure.
No. Just kidding. Not 2018. 2018 was Spirits and Demons from the East, I believe. Oh man, it's one of those years.
You know better than I do, man. Everything just runs together in my head.
Right.
It's all the same thing to me. There was a couple mazes that stood out, but for the most part, I don't remember dates like years or anything. But I thought I remembered being.
This is where things get tricky for me, because so we already got like confirmed maze not confirmed maze locations, but we could assume where 3 out of the 5 are going. Now it's a matter of where Trick or Treat and Stranger Things are gonna go, because whether they built a new tent somewhere backstage where Screen Break was held, or they start replacing some of their original mazes with these IPs,
which. There's Willoughby's and Sewer of Souls up top, which those are.
So as much as I love Willoughby's, I think Willoughby's might stay.
I hope Willoughby's stay. I hope that's of all the mazes, Willoughby's is the one that I really hope stays.
Here's
I
my thing
love
with Sewer Souls is I don't like Sewer Souls, and
Yeah.
it'd be a shame if they threw an IP in there because it deserves a way better building. Have you ever seen like the outside of Sewer Souls is it's torn down, it's worn down, dude. There's no restoration projects going into that maze, into that building actually.
And no, you're probably right. It probably wouldn't even pass building codes nowadays. It's
so
just a part of the mountain
I truly don't think an IP would go in there. It either stays or we get a new original. That's either how it goes with Sewer Souls. So
I agree.
But I think these two major ones are gonna go somewhere. They wanna scatter the people. I want to assume they want to scatter the crowds. Yeah. So I truly think these are gonna go where the Screen Break locations were. So Vault 666. I think it's gonna be home to. That's my speculation. I think it's gonna be home to Stranger Things, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're probably right. I think if any of the mazes back there were gonna go, it would be Vault 666. That's the most. That will probably be the least missed.
I
the most
still
spendable.
think they're gonna keep Condemn House Party for sure. It's so popular. It's so much fun.
And same thing with Truth or Dare.
Yeah, Truth or Dare.
I like the idea of Truth or Dare. When we went last year, we literally went through the whole thing, and I think we saw one scare actor the whole time.
Oh my god, you too?
Yeah. So we got a really bad taste in our mouths, but I've seen it when it's like at full, like when it's full throttle, and it seems like a badass maze, and I like the idea of like a killer game show. I really like that vibe. The line situation was weird. How they line you up as like 6 different groups, and like
you choose a path, right? I think that's
but it was I don't know. It was kind of funky the way they did it, and because like we had express passes, and we still took like 20-25 minutes to get in because they put us in this line, and they just kind of kept us there, and they started moving everybody else, and it was I don't know. It was weird. It just need to don't try to get cute. Don't try to be original or, you don't need to reinvent the wheel here. Just send people in. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Right. There you go. Zip it up.
And for Trick or Treat, I think I think a new tent is gonna be built. I think somewhere in that backstage area, because I honestly don't see anywhere else they could build a tent unless they build one up under Wonder Woman. But yet again, it's already middle of July, and we're about a month and a half away from haunt season supposed to start at Fright Fest. So it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Here's the scary thing, man, is after last year, it seems like they got no problem being late with some of these things. They were a month late with 2 IPs. What are they going to do with 3 more?
Yeah. So here's the thing. So last year during Screen Break, Vault 666 was actually open as a maze walkthrough. Yep.
I remember that.
I see
where you're going.
It's closed.
Yeah.
Okay. It's closed. We don't know what's going on inside. They could be gut throughout this whole time. I hope. This is what I hope they were doing. Gutting the whole thing out, throwing Stranger Things in there. Yep. That's just my guess.
Yep. No, that's actually, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I thought they just shut it down because they had Saw open. But yeah, why wouldn't they run it if it's right there in like the main area of Screen Break? Mm-hmm. Obviously, because they're tearing it down to put something else in it.
And then the whole rumor with Willoughby's could be where Stranger Things goes to is like, that's a stretch. Just because it's a house inside of it already, and the facade could resemble Vecna's house. That's a stretch to me. I don't know.
Yeah. The only reason I thought Willoughby's was going to go is because Patience retired, and I was like, well, maybe they'll retire the house with it. But you're probably right. It's probably going to come back.
It's definitely going to come back.
So with those 5, how many does that make? 5,
How many mazes?
How many mazes? Is that 9?
Let me see. Okay, so we got the 5: Truth or Dare, Condemned, Sewer, Willoughby's, and yeah, that's 9.
It's 9 mazes.
Yeah,
one more than what Universal's giving you.
That's the same amount of attractions, I guess you could say, as Halloween Horror Nights.
Yep, it is
more scare zones. Who has more scare zones? Fright Fest does. Let me see.
Everybody has more scare zones in Universal. Universal only has 2.
Literally,
which is a shame. I was going through old footage of Horror Nights. I was showing Andrea. She had never been before, like 2 years ago, and I was like, look at like everywhere. Like, they had the chainsaw guys down a lot. The old pathway. I don't know if you remember the old path on the tram.
You sound a little muffled.
Oh, sorry. How about now?
Mic check 1 2.
Check.
Better.
Okay, cool. My Wi-Fi is a little spotty back.
I missed everything you said about walking.
The terror tram. How the old pathway, the old way, where they'd still let you off where Whoville was. Yeah. But then you'd go. There was a forest that went up around where where the Hollywood sign is now, where they have that photo op.
Yeah,
so
you would go up there, right?
Go up and around there, yeah. Damn. To the mansion. It was so cool. They would always have like some sort of like Crystal Lake, like camp scene up there, and that was my first encounter with a guy with a ghillie suit. Who was up there with a ghillie suit, dude. He would come reach out at your legs and say, "Man, that's good times." I mean, I understand why Horror Nights has to kind of scale back some of their stuff, like street actors and stuff, is because there's just so many people.
Yeah, I mean, it's packed.
It's bad, and it frightens me watching when they rope drop the opening ceremony, and it's just a wall of death.
Oh, back in the good old days.
Yeah.
What are you talking about right now?
Well, right now it's
right now it's a wall of death.
Right now it's a wall of death. Like back in the good old days,
it was just straightforward.
Yeah. And it was like a real, like, I don't know, the ceremony seemed more in depth. I think it was because they used to really put a lot of attention on the icons every year. They don't really do that anymore. Not here anyway. They do it in Florida, I guess, still, but not here.
I'm more of a fan of the more ceremonies every now and then. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
I like that. I like that more.
I love the pageantry.
Yeah.
That's why I was always a fan of the chainsaw chase out at the end of the night. John Murdy, he's had some good ideas. He's also kind of had some okay ideas. I think he puts too much on his plate.
He does, but he starts very, very early.
Yeah, he never stops.
As soon as 2024 starts, he literally takes maybe like a week or 2 off, and then he starts on 2025 treatments.
I know, and then he goes and moves to Ireland because he thinks that's going to make it easier on him. So he just adds 15 hours a week for airplane rides.
One last thing about Fright Fest before we move on to Halloween Horror Nights. If Fright Fest were to introduce like a RAP-esque type of ticket, or like maybe like a Scary Farm ticket where they do, but the Behind the Screams ticket, is that something you'll be interested in? Like maybe touring some of the mazes with the lights on, or
yes, because that's always been one of my favorite things is behind the scenes stuff. I really liked when they did the Origins maze with the lights on last year for the announcement event. With Six Flags though, I don't really know how much more they have to offer.
Yeah.
Other than the mazes themselves. I mean, honestly, they might benefit more from like a buffet kind of thing.
Yeah.
And have some, because if there's one thing that I feel like Six Flags is getting better at, it's their character interactions. And that, I think that comes through absolutely with the Heroes and Villains night that they're doing right now.
Yeah.
The actors that they have that work those events are really good.
Phenomenal, bro. They're so great.
That's one of my, especially like as a, and you can attest to this too, like as a content creator, you really like the fact that they're willing to kind of open up and like be the content for you. It makes your job a little easier, you know?
Yeah. They love the camera. They love it.
Yes, exactly. And I love that they love the camera, you know?
The greatest moments just come out of Six Flags, man, when it comes to interactions.
100%. 100%. But yeah, I feel like obviously if they were to do something like that, they would have to probably outsource the food. Because Six Flags food it's not my favorite thing.
I don't even think they have I don't even think they have a solid dining hall.
No, they don't. It would have to be together. Yeah, it would have to be.
I've never been in the sports bar, but that's the only thing I could think of that they have next to Full Throttle.
Oh yeah,
I've always walked by, but I just never go in.
I didn't even remember that was even there, dude. Yeah, I guess that would be where you'd put it, and then I mean, the hard thing though with Six Flags is it never closes with Fright Fest. It just rolls right in.
Yeah, there's no system in place. You know what I mean? It's just it'd be a little chaotic, to be honest.
Yeah, it would be tough to pull something like that off. But I mean, honestly, they could do something. Like, what would actually be really cool with them is to go the other way. Instead of letting people through things early, let people stay later and actually like ride some of the rides with the monsters, like they advertise on their posters. Like, I know it's just a goof, but you know what I mean? Like have pay money to hang out with these monsters and ride some of these rides after the park closes. Maybe turn the lights off or something.
Just get me on Wonder Woman with some of Wonder Woman. I'm talking about the spinner, the one where we just
the Flash one.
No, it's actually the Teen Titans one. That's what it's called.
Yeah,
it used to be a Wonder Woman thing, but it's Teen Titans. The changes. Anywho, let's move on.
All right, so let's go. You want to do? We can do what's it called? We can do Horror Nights. Why not?
Yeah, I was literally just there 3 hours ago.
Oh, you went today?
I was there today.
Oh, snaps, dude. Okay, well, let's start with a question here from JC Wolf. Do you think Universal oversells? Making the experience not worth it? I think so. Front of line is always a way to get a true experience. It's so expensive though. And I'll tell you what, they know that, and that's why it's so expensive.
Yeah, they know their market at this point. And if you look up the ticketing for Universal right now, Universal Express is sold out for opening night.
Is Universal? Did they do the Express Unlimited this year?
Yes. So you see, that's still available opening night.
Yeah.
Express, no mas. And RAP is already down to the last 2 check-in times for opening night as well.
For opening night,
and the weekend is already looking pretty filled up for RAP as well.
You talk about the maze the weekend.
What was that?
So you talking about the maze that's going to be done by the weekend?
I'm low key excited. I want the weekend to come back.
Dude, you ain't wrong. I'm with you there, man. Okay, so let's take a look at
as far as overselling.
Look, it seems like they do, but at this point, it's kind of on us. We know what we're gonna get.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't know if you saw what's happening in Orlando right now. People are a little upset over
that ticket
season pass with Express already selling out.
That's a crazy ticket, man. $800,
and it's already sold out.
Oh man.
I gotta be honest with you, dude. If I didn't have kids, man, I'd already had one. Gotta be quiet because they're downstairs.
I'd have to sacrifice Six Flags and Scary Farm to just buy that or
maybe,
something like
and
this.
just hang, and then and you can always do what like the lower tier scares like Queen Mary and Hayride.
Yeah,
But as far as like theme parks, like that's your thing. It's just, but you get express every time you go. All right, so I mean, yes, this is from. Oh man, yeah. With Orlando, it's weird because like yeah, people constantly complain. Like last year was just insanity. Like they oversold everything, and now when they're like, okay, we're gonna put a cap, people are like, whoa, 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 whoa. Why are you already sold out? It's like, well, I mean, these are very heavily in demand. So, what do you?
but
What do you?
I heard these kind of went on sale like unannounced too.
Yeah,
At
I
the
didn't
same
even know
time.
until they were already sold out.
And that's what
The only
I
reason
think
I knew they
that's
existed was because people were mad.
I think that's what people were pissed about is the fact that it went unannounced and they're
And
gone.
that's a valid
Just
gripe.
like
It's
that.
like Oogie Boogie tickets. I mean,
Yeah.
at least Oogie Boogie tickets, they tell you when they're gonna go on sale. But
Mm-hmm. But oh man, that's a crazy ticket express with frequent fear pass. Is wild.
I know that's rad. I think that would be really fun.
I don't think I'd ever get that though. I'm cool with just the frequent fear.
There you go, sold out.
What is that express?
That's the I think that's the RIP opening night.
Oh, it's RIP opening night.
I think so.
Damn, that's me. I'm in there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm the next Thursday. Let me see. Oh man, come on, Universal. Bro, my Wi-Fi sucks. It's giving away all my secrets right now. My Wi-Fi is older than I am. Freaking Spectrum, dude.
I have Spectrum too.
Yeah, they won't let me do anything else. So you know what I thought was funny was here how they have Insidious, Ghostbusters, Quiet Place, no Monstros. Like they don't have Monstros on the website yet.
They don't advertise their originals. Not really.
No?
They don't even give them commercials.
That's a shame.
I know they'd be pretty dope if they got commercials.
No, this is Express, homie. Look at the prices. So this is Express opening night is sold out. So you called that. But this is the only one that's sold out. Is it sold out on Halloween? Because that wouldn't surprise me. Nope.
Nah, usually you don't start things when everything is announced. Opening weekend sells out, guarantee you.
Yeah.
After opening weekend happens, you start seeing September sell out slowly because all the videos will start going out and whatnot, pictures and videos.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's gonna happen, and then after that, it's just all about people making plans and selling out October.
Yeah, that's
But
that's true.
a lot of people are very very patient. They'll patiently wait for the reviews to come out to see if Horror Nights looks that great.
That's why, dude, our job is so important, man. I mean, I feel like we're not appreciated enough as content creators to help them sell their tickets. So there's four times, but they're late times that are available. Now, okay, here's a question because I've never done the RIP tour.
Ask away.
Say you get 8:45, right? You
Okay.
can still get there at open and use your RIP pass, like your express pass or whatever, throughout the park. You just have to be up in the lounge at 8:45 for your tour.
Yes. So I think as long as you check in to VIP, because they have to give you the credentials, they have to scan that credential and activate it for you.
Okay.
You're more if your tour starts at 8:45, you could roam the park at free will using the unlimited using the express line for the unlimited express you get.
Okay.
There's 3 different lines. There's standby, express, and the RIP line. You can only access the RIP line with your tour guide. That's basically That's basically the walk-on line. You know what I mean? There's no wait whatsoever.
Yeah.
Express might be a wait, but
depending if you're riding.
So if your tour starts at 8:45, close to 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, your tour always lasts about 3.5 to 4 hours. 4 hours to be safe. because you got to eat, you got to see the shows, you do everything.
Okay.
So if you start your tour at the latest time, you'll be ending right when Horror Nights closes.
Okay. So everything that you want to get done on your own, you have to do that first, because once the tour starts, you're pretty much
You're locked in.
You're in for the long haul, unless you want to bail. But if you bail, you don't get
bail.
The
you could actually bail. I just haven't heard of people actually bailing. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it defeats the purpose of the RP tour at that point. It's like
exactly.
Then you should have just paid for an unlimited express if you're gonna bail.
Yeah, that's true.
But then again, you could still access the dining area, the Moulin Rouge at free will as well too.
Oh, so you have access to that all night?
You do.
Oh, that's cool.
I wouldn't say all night because it does close at a certain point, and from recent experience, it only opens up the dessert bar, no more entrees.
Okay.
But it's a free water station. That's what I like to call it.
The free water station. That works for me.
But I'd always recommend earliest tour time is probably best experience.
Yeah, I think that we got the 5 o'clock.
Oh, so, hell yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so because we kind of felt the same way. Like, let's get there, let's get that tour out of the way, and then we can hang the rest of the night and do whatever. But we'll for sure be able to get the whole tour done and be able to do every single thing without a wait at least once. And then depending on how we feel at the end, we have the rest of the night to kind of decide that. We're old, so.
Is it just you and the wife, or you and the kids too?
No, kids ain't ready for this yet.
No, they're not ready for haunts. No,
not big ones.
Okay.
We tried to get Jackson, the 11-year-old, to do knots with us this year, and he's like, "Nah, I ain't trying to do that." They're because odds are they're downstairs watching a Conjuring movie or something right now, because that's like they've been into that. Even though I have an 11, a 10, and a 7-year-old, and they're just like, let's watch these scared. They're probably watching Annabelle or something. I don't know. But they don't, when it comes to like these kind of things, my daughter, she's all on board. She's like, yeah, let's do it. But she's daddy's girl. She's everything that I'm into, she's into. But yeah, they ain't ready for that yet. They're going to do Queen Mary, I think, with us this year, and the Hayride again.
Dang, Queen Mary. I gotta make time for that somehow. When is opening night for Queen Mary?
That's a good question. I think I want to say it opens in October.
Let me see. Let me Google it real quick. Let's see.
Yeah, the old Google machine.
Queen Mary opening night.
Dark Harbor.
Is it even announced? I don't even. Oh wait, why am I saying Mary? Dark. I gotta put Dark Harbor.
Dark Harbor.
Dark Harbor.
September 20th.
That's what you got?
Yeah. November 2nd. Yeah, so this is running past Halloween too. September
is on. Damn, that's Scary Farm week 2. Oh.
Is that a third? The 20th isn't a Thursday, right?
20th is no, it's a Friday. It's a day after Scary Farm.
Yeah,
but I need time to edit the Scary Farm vlog.
We're gonna do buffet on the 19th.
Oh, same.
It's okay. Well, let's make sure that I keep asking my guys over there, hey, do you know when the dates are yet? You know when the tickets are going on sale? Nope. I'm like, you guys know, you just don't want to say it.
Yeah, well, let me turn on the light real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm getting
okay.
Dark.
He lives in the shadows. His name is Andrew, but he goes by.
There should be light.
Batman.
But let's see. Where were we on? We're talking about Horror Nights.
I still have us on Horror Nights and the thing.
That's cool. Let's keep talking. What I see today. So I was there today. I didn't see too many things,
Did you ride the tram?
I did.
You see inside Soundstage 12?
Soundstage, I gotta ride that thing later in the evening because the lighting is just terrible.
Oh, okay.
It's the way the sun is positioned, trying to film inside, like the doors are open, but it's just too dark in there,
All I've seen, oh gosh dang it. All I've seen for like as far as speculation is and I think it was from you talking about
Universal Monsters. Yeah, I think that's what speculation calls for. Is
it looks like
Bride of Frankenstein.
yeah, it looks like a what's it called? Like a castle.
Something I couldn't even make out of it. But did you hear the leak? The leak that came out of Orlando.
No, I just heard that there was a leak, but I don't know what the leak was. Last I heard was
their leak was the Monsters Maze, that it's going to be a Bride of Frankenstein with Van Helsing versus Dracula's brides and like other monsters or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I thought that was pretty kick-ass to have Van Helsing in there.
That'll be dope, dude. I'm on board for that.
I am so on board with that. I don't recall the last time I seen Van Helsing in a HHN maze.
Not since he had his own. Not since before the
House of Horrors,
House
right?
of Horrors. Yeah.
Sheesh, dude.
I can't log in my Instagram on here.
But yeah, I mean, the news is kind of slow until we get the announcements. Everyone's just waiting for Midsummer Scream right now.
Yep,
for the most part. But it's like, what are you gonna announce at Midsummer Scream? All you have left are, I think, the monsters are the Monster Maze is gonna be announced out there, and we're probably just gonna get a lot of concept art for what we already have announced. To be honest,
agreed.
That's all I see coming out of Midsummer. To be honest, but yeah.
I mean, he's going to talk a lot in depth about monsters.
Himself.
Oh, he loves to talk about it.
My name is John Murdy, creative director of Halloween Horror Nights. My work began at the Universal Studios Hollywood on the studio tour back in 1970 something. I was a tour guide at first, but I used to work at the Mummy. I actually developed and created the Mummy Ride, you know. And as a kid, I used to dress up as the Wolfman and love Halloween and trick or treating. And we're here today.
And so now I want to talk to you about the story behind Monstros 2.
And first, a history lesson.
Yeah.
Click slide clicker.
Yep. It was a little PowerPoint presentation.
By the way, I did this PowerPoint slide on the plane here. The plane where I come.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that notices that. He likes to toot his own horn, man. That's like his personality.
And now it's time for a special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, Slash. I wouldn't be surprised.
Dude, was it last year that he had us sit through and listen to the whole, like, he's like, and check out the score for this song, for this maze that I did. And he sat there and we had to listen to like the whole score.
It was like 2 minutes of the score.
Yeah, I guess it was like, dude, it felt like forever though. It was really awkward.
It feels like forever.
It's like, all right, man, I get it. Like, okay, it's a cool song. We'll hear it in the maze. Like,
oh man,
yeah, but we'll probably just get like the in-depth stuff, and I don't know. And what'd you say, monsters?
Honestly, I'm ready for Scare Zone announcements. We'll probably get those at Midsummer too, maybe.
Yeah, most likely, because we got what, 5 mazes announced? 4 mazes.
Quiet Place,
Ghostbusters,
Insidious,
Monstros 2.
Damn, has there only been 4? No,
I guess it's only been 4.
Oh, Dead Exposure 5.
Oh, that's right. There it is. Dead Exposure.
Dang,
that just came and went, dude.
We're missing 1. No, we're missing 2. We're missing 3. We're missing the Terror Tram and the last 2 mazes.
Just down there in the sound stages.
Exactly.
What's on the T-pad back there?
Rumored Texas Chainsaw. It looks like meat packing.
Yeah, it looks like the slaughterhouse.
Yeah, in a way.
That's right. Okay, so we have that one, the soundstage next to it.
I don't think it's being used.
The big one?
Where Exorcist Believer was last year?
No. Where Stranger Things was last year.
Oh, yeah, of course, that's being used. That's going to be supposedly for the weekend. Remember?
That's for the weekend, and then across the way in that new
the voice, the X voice soundstage.
The voice soundstage. That'll be Monsters.
Mm-hmm.
So we're missing one. Oh no, I guess in the territory.
That's it.
That's
Just
A.
Territory. Yeah.
And what are they saying for that one? Was they wanted Blumhouse?
Something of Blumhouse related, but I'm like, come on.
We're getting Insidious. That's enough Blumhouse for 1 year.
Aren't we getting that in the DreamWorks theater again too?
I don't know, man.
The Blumhouse experience.
I hope not. It was cool last year. I like seeing the Five Nights at Freddy's things.
So cool.
Last I heard, well, I guess I've been kind of looking at like the LinkedIn page and stuff to see what they're like looking for as far as hiring.
Casting auditions
last thing I saw was for Chucky. So they'll probably bring back the Insult Emporium, which is awesome.
An indoor attraction?
Maybe. Or just have them go up where Snowball is.
It'd be better if you keep it indoors because you could actually say what you want and pick on people indoors.
I was going to say, yeah, just have him and then just put that in the DreamWorks theater. So it's almost like a show. You know what I mean?
You can't complain if you chose to go in there at your own will. You know what I mean? It's just like the hanging show. You can't. You knew what you were walking into, so you can't. You had your own free will to walk out at any time, but you chose to stay here and get insulted.
Exactly. So that would be cool to have that.
Yes.
Chucky's Insult Emporium inside the DreamWorks theater. That I'm all on board for. And then because you can't put Jabberwockies anywhere. You can't, they're probably not going to bring Bill and Ted back.
R.I.P. to them. Yeah, we're probably getting the Perch show back again.
That I'm cool with. I like that.
Hey, I'm all for it too. If we could just change it up a bit. I don't think it'll kill anyone to try to, throw in some new script lines in there, new stunts.
Agreed. Agreed.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Something new.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I really liked Slaughter World back in the day, even though it was like the same thing. Yeah. But I was a fan of Slaughter World. And then, I'm trying to think of anything that we missed. It's hard because, like you said, there's not a lot going on over there right now. It's kind of in that we're well into, we're into announcement season. So, but we're like halfway through it. So, like you said, everybody's kind of waiting for Midsummer Scream.
The speculation game is kind of out the window now.
Yeah,
it's
Orlando's already pretty much announced everything.
Yeah,
they went on an announcement spree.
They did. I remember that. But
it's like,
I think it's time to talk about the farm.
Let's talk about the farm, man. Let's get the farm going. We all love the farm. I got to go over to comments.
We got a lot of farm people in here.
Yeah, exactly. We got a lot of people that are talking about Not Scary Farm. Oh, this old one from Crash. Interaction with Gina and their maze, but took him out. Too many people kept smacking the scare actors.
Man, I hate when people think they're way tougher than scare actors, dude. It's so dumb.
Became a freaking epidemic for a while, man. It was super irritating.
Speaking of knots, we have our first question about knots from Lorraine.
Lorraine? Oh, come on now. Just giving you a softball question, Andrew.
Kicking off the conversation. Do we think knots will bring back the chilling chambers? I think so.
We know.
From what me and Josh have seen in the parks, we're pretty confident that the chilling chambers are going to come back.
I actually think they're going to add a couple new things to the chambers.
Yeah, no, they have to. There ain't no way.
I know that those little Dark Entities robots are just like being used as
scarecrows,
shirt hangers right now. But they're going to go somewhere. Scarecrows. Yeah, they're gonna go in there somewhere, and I'm sure we'll see something from the depths in there.
Dark Entities. I've always liked the scene in Dark Entities where I think the robot, the medical robot is going like berserk. He's like, I'm trying to fix this guy, and he just
ripping the dude apart.
Yeah,
I love that part. I really like that giant alien animatronic at the end too when it works.
Yeah, right.
That giant alien was really cool. And then the little lasers. There's like the room with the laser beams around it. There's like a monster inside that kind of reaches out at you. That was a fun maze.
It was. It just wasn't staffed up a lot of the times.
Exactly, was not staffed up. But yeah, they'll bring the chilling chambers for sure.
Yeah, Chambers comes back just with different rooms. That's what's gonna happen. Probably most likely. I can't say for sure because it hasn't been announced yet, but no. We still have the same facade on it. It still says 50th. I think they should just keep it. You know,
it's 50 chilling chambers.
Yeah, just keep the 50th on there. You know, it's a good year still.
I think one thing I think you touched on this last time too is they should hire an actor to play the keeper.
Yeah,
and have him out front. I really think that would be a smart investment. And speaking of chilling chambers, the question still looms: how are we supposed to get out of there?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how does the route change? Because they kind of blocked out the exit way for Camp Snoopy now. So where are we exiting?
Yeah, I guess it's pretty easy to move those tables out of the way, so you can still use the grass for queue space. Just move all those benches. But yeah, there's a wall there now, and they painted that wall, which I don't know if that was to kind of signify that it's going to be permanently there.
The exit is going to be Beach Boulevard.
I was going to say that's going to exit outside the park and say, well, see you later.
That's it. This is your last race of the night.
Get back in, sucker. I'd like to see them with a saw just going in there and cutting a door out.
Yeah, honestly, that's probably going to happen.
Yeah, most likely. Which you got to.
Did you get that hotel overview spot?
I did. That was this. I'll show you this. So that
was today.
That's from today. That's Dark Entities, what it used to be.
Wow. Yeah, they built a whole new structure, huh?
Yeah. So there's a whole new structure out there. If you look, dude, it's not even like close to connected to the warehouse.
To the warehouse, right? Yeah. Damn. Is this all pre-show then, or what? What is this all pre-show?
I don't know. Well, no, it can't be, because if you look inside, you can't really zoom in. But if you look inside of the it's like it weaves back and forth. The walls weave back and forth. So this is part of the maze.
Interesting.
But this little L out here,
yeah,
I don't know what that is. I don't know.
I think that's all costuming.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured. I was backstage somewhere.
And by the way, this is not drone footage. This is public viewing area from the Knott's Hotel.
Yeah, we didn't. We are well within our rights to to get the footage from here.
Drone footage.
I didn't steal this from anybody. I don't know how to fly a drone. That would be super sweet if I did, but I can't. And if it was drone footage, it would have crashed already. You would have seen it crash.
Security would have shot that down.
Exactly. Not security is getting crazy these days, dude.
Janice says that the wall. Oh, sorry. Janice says that the wall is easy to change. You pretty much do it overnight. Yeah.
I guess, but I think if you take the wall out, you got to take the whole thing out, right? And you don't want to expose the back room area of that maze. There was always a wall there, but there was that little tunnel to get out. So I guess if you take the wall out, I guess I should have done this. If you take the wall out, you can take it out in pieces.
It looks like a 4x4, so
yeah, I guess.
But other than that, we still can't see the mystery maze. That's where the depth is at, except we got the little spider.
We got So we got
spider windmill thing.
Yeah, we got this guy. This is from today also. Door through, no problem. So that's still there.
That's a very big facade.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I have seen a leaked photo of the front of this. I'm not going to put it up because it's not. I'm not going to be that guy. But it looks like a decaying haunted house is what it looks like.
Okay.
And then there's this from inside, which is the backside of the Ghost Rider. The backside of where the depths was. I don't know if that's wiring right there.
Yeah.
It's going through, but they got tarp up all around it. And
yeah, maybe this is like the exit of the maze now instead of being the entrance.
That's what I think, because if you look, there's a wall. You can't really tell from this video. But this whole wall right here, all this wood to the I guess their left, our right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a pathway. Now it's all on rolly wheels, but I'm wondering if that's gonna like curve around and spit you out.
Right.
To basically where you came in for the depths. Could be cool. I don't know if I
definitely gonna enjoy the last season of what was it, Waxworks.
Yeah,
last season.
If we don't, that'll be sad. What's this? I have all kinds of special. Oh, this was just what I saw today too. I don't really know what this is. So this is Dark Entities is to our right. This is all just extra prop stuff. I just saw that red thing, that little whatever that is in the middle, and thought it was something. I don't know if it's something or not, but these props here look like a almost like a clown maze.
I can't really make that stuff out. Interesting.
No, not really. It was just it's so funny when Knott's pulls all their Halloween stuff out and they just leave it outside. And then which is where they basically just, like I said, they just dump all of their stuff outside.
Yeah.
Now, what's LS crates? I was trying to figure out what LS stands for.
LS crates.
Right there. LS crates.
I don't think
know
of any
scare zones or mazes.
What was the name of the lake by Silver Bullet? Lake
Forsaken Lake.
Forsaken Lake. Okay, so
that was the first thing that came to mind too, because of all these trees.
Yeah.
And then there's the little deck that the hangman, or I guess it's the judge, stands on in front of Origins. In the right there. To the right.
That's great.
Yeah, so they've got all their stuff out. They've got all this truss out here. All this. It's getting close to when they're gonna be putting this stuff out. I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm wondering if they're going to put all the stuff that they had last year, all the interactive things with the lanterns. I think we talked about that.
I would hope so. Because
I would like that.
I don't know. I just feel like the lantern was kind of expensive, and it being a one-time deal would have been kind of bad. So
yeah,
I think they're gonna bring the stuff back. What about that? Do you think they're gonna bring back the 50th decorations though, or not?
Oh, dude, Janice called it. Sorry, I have ADD. Legacy store crates. There you go. Yes, that's why she's our favorite. Legacy store crates. LS Legacy Store. So there you go. So is that a possibility that we get the Legacy Store
confirmed, baby?
There you go. they got the crates anyway. Legacy Store crates.
Legacy Store.
There you go.
I love the Legacy Store. It's great. I love to see it come back.
I really hope it comes back. Whether it comes back in the Emporium or in some other iteration somewhere around the park, I really hope the Legacy Store back.
Did you get any of the 50th pins from last year?
No, I didn't.
No. Did you get any merch?
Well, yeah. I got the lantern. I always keep the lanterns close by just because I like
Does
to
yours
play
still work?
I
I don't think mine works.
I like to play pranks on my kids. I'll walk around with it in the hallway.
I think I need to change batteries on mine. Mine is dead.
Yeah, I replaced the batteries on mine too. My batteries actually went out like halfway through the season last year from taking it and using it. We got the Scary Farmopoly.
I didn't get around to that one.
Got a ton of shirts. That's one thing that me and Andrew always get are shirts.
I got a Cinema Slasher shirt. That's all I got.
Yeah, I got the gray one with all of them on it.
Oh, like the event T-shirt.
Yeah. I got that one. I got a Mesmer one, and one more. I don't remember what the other one was. To be completely honest, I wasn't super thrilled with the designs last year.
Really?
Nah, not super thrilled. But I'm kind of a simpleton. I like the real simple stuff. If it's a big, this isn't really much of an example, but if it's a big blocky thing, I don't really have a tendency to be real into it.
I feel that.
And if it's just a black shirt with some white on it, I'm not really into that either. But I'll usually get the shirts anyway. Oh, it was the Malice in Wonderland. That was the other one. We found them in the factory store.
Maze I have yet to experience, and I hope they put it in the chilling chambers.
I thought they were going to, and they didn't. They put Doll Factory in.
But Doll Factory made the cut, dude.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what they do with chilling chambers. I really hope that it's just one of those things that they just keep forever. Just keep changing the rooms out.
Yeah, it's a great all around maze. It's like you can't go wrong with it. Every scene is a new maze from until they run out of their mazes, then change the whole damn thing. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Then you do a chilling chamber.
Yeah, chilling chamber.
It's like the Inception. It's a maze within a maze.
Let's see. So what else? As far as you think we're getting the same shows, right? The same.
I would imagine. I'm sure they're going to bring back Music Monsters and Mayhem.
I love that show so much.
Yeah, because
dude, I remember I was all right. So the first time I saw that show, I was sitting way back, right? You recall the Elvira part?
Oh yeah,
or he flashed, right? And from a distance, I was like, it's no, I got it the other way around. I was sitting, I was live streaming, and I sat pretty close to the front. So when it got to that part, I was like, holy shit, what am I showing? And then like there was eyeballs on
demonetized.
I didn't get demonetized though, luckily. And there was eyeballs on her chest, and I was like, oh bro, that's crazy. Clearly you could tell they were fake, but
yeah, obviously. They were like giant melon things.
Yeah. Like just caught in.
So good. We should because Cassandra, is that her name? Cassandra Peterson, Elvira?
I think so.
Cassie Peterson, something like that. She can be at Midsummer Scream this year. We should ask her if she saw it.
She's there every year for Midsummer.
Was she there last year? I don't remember her being there last year.
I think so. I think she's always there.
Oh, okay.
I think you got to buy tickets to meet her, don't you?
Yeah. She's in her own little room,
Hmm.
which means I'm probably not going to meet her. But you know, it is what it is.
But Monsters, Music of Mayhem hopefully makes a return.
I don't know about what was it, Dr.
The Dr. Cleaver show?
Dr. Cleaver. I don't know about that.
I got a kick out of that one. I kind of liked it.
But it was more of a callback than anything. Like they brought it back because it's something that they used to do.
For all the times I went in there, I mean, it was a stacked house for a show.
Oh yeah, oh hell yeah.
So I imagine if it filled up the room, I wouldn't see why they wouldn't want to bring it back.
Maybe it really takes away from the magic of the 50th year if you just bring everything back though that you did the year before. You
ain't lying. It's true. It's true.
Now that's not saying that's what they're going to do because they very well could just be like, look, like you said, we made money off of this. Let's just run it back.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if the hanging. I don't even know if the hanging will come back.
It's going to come back.
You think so? I hope it does, and I hope it's better than last year. I felt like it was a little.
It had
It
its
was a little
moments.
lacking last year.
It had its moments.
Yeah, I, mean, I think I was just expecting more. I felt like the
Uh-huh.
jokes were a little flat with me. They were just a little too low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. I liked the Disneyland thing that they did with the dragon.
With the burning dragon.
Yeah, that was
Did you actually
funny.
see the dragon caught on fire though, or no?
No, I just saw the video of it.
Yeah, I was there. That's the first on the first night. I was like, we got to watch the hanging. First things first. And I think that's when everything was working, and their little dragon actually caught on fire, and I was like, dude, that's crazy.
Oh, at the show, I did see it
Yeah.
at the show. Oh, I thought you meant like the actual.
Oh no, I just no, I wasn't there for that either. Oh yeah, at the hanging show, they lit their dragon on fire. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, I do feel that show does need to come back because it's another staple of Not Scary Farm, and honestly, it's the only satirical show in town. So I feel like you really take advantage of that. If Universal's going to be too afraid to bring back Bill and Ted and do something like that, and the closest they're going to get is
Chucky
Bird Show or Chucky, yeah, man. Like get in there, get something. I mean, it really isn't that hard to write pop culture parody and satire. It really isn't. Not saying I can do it, but as a professional, it's just try to try to make jokes work. Don't make them just for the sake of making them. Make it all kind of make sense.
I feel that,
and I think
feel that.
And it's worked in the past. There's no reason why it can't work now. And I feel like I feel like it'll hit this year. I mean, let's be honest. It's an election year. There's a lot to go off of.
Oh my God. I can only imagine.
There's a lot to go off of. So I think
they're writing the jokes as the time goes.
They have to.
Yeah. Whatever happens the day before the event will go on the show.
That's going to go in the show.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool that I didn't realize until like a couple weeks after it started, but they had Justin Scard do the voice of Pee Wee Herman.
Oh yeah, he did, dude. That's so legendary.
I thought that was pretty dope. I was like, oh, that's really cool that they let him do that.
If he wasn't already immortalized and into knots, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah, they let him be a part of the show. I thought that was cool. Yeah, because he's got his little Random Land brand over there on the blacksmith barn.
Blacksmith. I guarantee it's gonna be a joke about the merger.
Guarantee. Oh, if there's not, then they're missing it.
It's gonna be a joke about the merger.
Who's to say that they're not going to hang a content creator? We are the devil, dude.
Who's gonna be?
And we'll all take it. We're sadists, dude. We'll take it. We'll all live stream it.
Freaking nuts, man. I can't wait.
I'm so ready for Halloween, dude. I think that was the 3 big parks.
Yeah.
Man, it's tough because there's not a lot going on. Except for the merger.
Yeah.
And we couldn't really get into the content creator stuff because I couldn't find their contract, Six Flags contract. But if you haven't heard, it looks like Six Flags is really going to go nuclear on us. It looks like
I wouldn't say nuclear. They're just imposing certain rules, but it's like
agreed.
It's stuff we're not doing that's terrible already. You know what I mean? Unlike me in the beginning, I was recording on rides, but I stopped that. But right now the content is chill. It's all about entertainment and the performers right now. That's all it is. Yeah. We're not doing anything wrong right now.
Most of my updates are basically crowd based now.
Yeah,
and then I try to get whatever I can about Scary Farm, but like we said before, we're only looking at places we're allowed to look.
Exactly.
So it's just I think it's kind of cool. It almost like a challenge, like see what you can get within your limits. You know, don't break the rules. See what you can get within your. That's why that I really commend TeleV, the is it TLEV Media, right?
Like them guys. I've been following them since they were the League Extraordinary Vloggers.
Vloggers, yeah, League of Extraordinary Vloggers. But that dude, that view that he found, like way outside the park, of the Curious George lot, since they put all those blinders up in the parking lot.
I was there today. I actually went to the spot today.
Go up there.
I did. It was sketchy, like you said.
Yeah, it's tough to get up there because it's a really skinny road.
So narrow, and it's like you meet with the car, and you guys are at a standoff. Like, who's gonna back up? Who's gonna do it? I happened to be twice, and I was like, shit.
Yeah,
but,
it's
that area is fenced off, right? You can't go on the dirt.
No. Well, I think you can, because I think it's technically there's a jogging path there, but I don't think you can go on right there.
Because everybody gets their shot through the fence, I'm assuming, right? They just kind of.
That's how I get mine. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I did today too.
Yeah, and just zoom in from there.
Cool.
I only have my iPhone, so I only get
Same.
9x. So it's not what Mr. E
Samsung. That's 20x.
Exactly. Yeah, like Mr. E brings his freaking his media camera there, and yeah, it's freaking 20x optical zoom, so it looks great, and then he probably just stabilizes it at home. But that's what I mean. Like, that's the kind of stuff, like, it's testing our creativity, and I'm up for the challenge. I like it. I'm glad you told me about the hotel thing, because I went the other day and I was like, these are fire escape doors. If I open it, the alarm's going to go off. So I was just always afraid to do it. And then I saw you posted, Tim from Knott's Network posted the same thing, and I was like, okay, so this is kind of common knowledge now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really, because for the longest time I was like, that's where I need to get if I want to see dark entities, but I can't get there. And every week I would go up to the 9th floor ballroom and try to go in there, but there was always something going on. I'm like, man, I'm just getting denied.
You don't want to be that guy, not security. Hey, we got a breach on level 9.
Exactly, because I'm there every week, and they're gonna recognize me, So they're gonna be like, "Nope, you're not allowed in here. You get out." And then eventually, I'm banned from the park. And then what am I gonna do? Be a dad?
You're gonna complain on Instagram
live streams, complaining about how Knott's is just so mean to me.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's what you're gonna do.
No, that ain't me, man. I wish Crash came in so I could tell him. Yeah.
That's a story for another day, but
that's definitely a story for another day. But let's go. Let's wrap a bow around this, because we've gone around most of these parks now and kind of given our thoughts about everything. The next thing that we have coming up is Midsummer Scream. I'm assuming you'll be there all 3 days.
Yes, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So what are you looking forward to, man?
I'm actually saving up some money off to the side, so I actually spend a little bit more time at the booths and try to buy stuff.
Yeah.
it's always a window shopping experience, and that's no fun, So I'm actually kind of setting a little bit of money off to the side so I could actually buy stuff for myself.
There you go.
So that's always exciting. From that, probably going more in depth with the Hall of Shadows, because every time the Hall of Shadows is open, I don't get to do everything. Per se, I don't have enough time. But this year, I think I will, fortunately. So that'll be fun. Most excited for the Fry Fest panel, though.
Me too.
Fry Fest panels, I'm probably the most excited about.
Me too. I'm the most curious about the Knott's panel, just because.
I was very surprised they were going to come. Well, I can't say I wasn't surprised they were going to come in, but I'm seeing
what they're taking Sunday. They're stealing some Universal's thunder.
It's going to be a back-to-back, but Universal's going to close the night, though. Close the event.
Oh, they always do. They close the convention.
But I can't imagine they're going to announce much, because I know Knott's loves to do their announcement at their own home park kind of thing.
And that's what I mean by curious. I'm not excited. I'm curious.
Yeah.
Will they do another announcement event this year?
I think it's very. I don't know, actually.
I
I
don't see
missed
why
it
they
last year
don't.
because it landed on my anniversary. You know?
Oh, bro. Man,
I told
that
Rachel, like,
sucks.
you two, we can spend our anniversary at the announcement event.
I'm
She
sure
goes,
she loved that
hell
idea.
no.
It's like we spend enough time at that park, dude. We don't need to be going there for our anniversary.
They had scare actors out there, though.
Yeah, they had.
Did you
They
go to
had
it?
all big ones. Oh yeah. Oh, we went.
Damn. I missed it.
Yeah, we had. It was cool, man. Like I said, they had that lights on experience, the walkthrough of Origins.
That's so cool.
We were some of the first people in the Legacy store
Uh-huh.
because everybody was like bunched up against the stage because it was at the Calico Mine stage. It wasn't in the theater
Right.
last year. And so I told Andrea, I said, no, let's go over by the rail because they're going to open that up and then we can go to the Legacy store from there.
Nice.
She's like, okay. So that's exactly what happened. And we were some of the first people in there. And by the time we left, that line was 2 hours long to get in.
Sheesh.
So because of that, we're like, well, okay, we can leave. We rode Ghost Rider, went through Origins, and then we bailed. Talked to a couple of the creative directors, and we took off. Man, it was a fun night, but it was a special night. I don't think they'll do that this year because it was like a big 50th anniversary. They unveiled the store.
It was a big deal.
It was a big deal. So I would imagine if they do the event this year, it probably won't be as extravagant. They probably won't have Ghost Town Street stuff. They probably won't, they probably won't open Ghost Rider and open the park. It'll just be that back section there, probably in the theater and Roaring 20s, or they'll open up for the merch because everybody gets first crack at the merch. Park Thrills, what's going on, Park Thrills? Oh, he had something to say about knots. You caught us right at the tail end, brother. Last year's my first year taking it in, right? Will Knots do another announcement from the park? Or we'll have to make a reservation. I don't think we'll have to make a reservation. I just think we'll have to get the tickets when they go on sale.
Exactly.
It's not going to be as crazy this year. Make another. Oh, at Midsummer. I don't know, man. We were just talking about that. We aren't sure if they would make any announcements at Midsummer Scream. If they do make an announcement, here it can go one of two ways. Midsummer Scream, they can announce their mazes, or they can announce the announcement event to announce the new mazes
and merch.
And merch. It could be either one of those. So who knows? I would be excited for both. I will be going to the Knots panel for sure. I'm still up in the air whether I'm going to go to the Horror Nights panel. I may just leave that for you guys.
Okay.
Especially because I'm not too sure what he's actually going to talk about. Are you going to live stream it, or are you just?
I'm gonna live stream the three major ones: Knots, Universal, Fright Fest.
Okay. So I may just follow your live stream then while I'm in the Hall of Shadows.
Cool. Luckily, I'm one of the few that gets lucky connection in the Grand Ballroom.
Yeah.
Apparently, if you have Verizon, like you're pretty good, but any other network, you kind of screwed.
I was gonna say, I never get good footage or good connection in there, but I'm with AT&T because I'm dumb. Love the announcement event for the park. Yeah, I feel like that's the thing that kind of sets it apart is doing it from the park. It's a lot of fun.
Exactly.
We'll see if they do it though. But yeah, man, let's tie this bad boy up. Why don't you give out where we can see you again, where we can find you? And
man. Of course, everything is what it says right. Whoop, there it is, right over there. SoCalTallGuy. I got a new Horror Night videos coming out. I visited the park today, so a little update video for y'all coming out tomorrow. Where am I at tomorrow? I have the day off tomorrow, so I think I'll be at Knots. I think I'll be at the farm tomorrow.
Knots tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'll be there in the morning. We'll see. We'll see what time we wake up. But yeah.
You go to Soak City. We'll be over there at Soak City tomorrow.
Oh, nice. You'll be at Soak City?
Yeah, we're gonna go to Soak City for a little while.
Nice.
It's for as long as Andrea can last. I mean, she's
okay.
For those of you that don't know, Andrea is 9 months pregnant, and she's due any day. And the procedure is scheduled for Friday, so Friday will be the latest that we have the baby.
Yeah,
Until
cash in
then,
that
we're
meal
just,
plan as much as you can.
we're exactly. So we're just getting that meal plan as much as we can. I brought her some bread pudding today. She's in great spirits. She's thinking about you all. And thank you, Lorraine. Thank you for stopping by and listening to us. Again, thank you everybody for stopping by. Thank you, Andrew,
Thank
for
you.
doing this again. I always love
man.
doing these live streams.
Always good talk.
Yeah, we'll let a couple more plots unfold, and then we will do this again soon. Cool.
Yeah, man. Later. Good night. Don't forget to drop a like on the stream, share, watch the replayers. Shout out to the replayers. Y'all rewatching this.
Hell yeah.
Y'all have a good night. Thank you, man.
Good week. Catch you on that flippity flop.
On the next one. Out of here.